Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a morning routine. Now obviously, as you can tell by the clock, it is not morning time, but preparation for it does start the day before. We're going to make breakfast that will go in the fridge, be ready for waking up and getting the day started. But having all that prepped and ready to go just takes the stress off of the mind for that first task of the day. I've been using this routine a lot with being in college, also having a job, and so typically the morning will look like obviously eating breakfast, going for a run or a walk, reading the Bible, planning out the day, possibly doing language study if that is what I'm doing at the time, which right now it is because I'm trying to study Korean a little bit. But yeah, it should be a fun time, so let's go ahead and get into it. There are a couple of reasons why I like to prep breakfast the day before. The first one is a nutrition reason. When you prepare, especially like overnight oats or even potatoes or other starches, if you prepare them the day before and then put them in the fridge, then the next day the starch becomes resistant starch, and that is really, really good for gut health and your metabolism. So that is a nutrition reason why I do it the day before. Another reason is just because of convenience. I mean, it's just really easy to wake up and grab it in the morning. When I do wake up, all I've got to do is make coffee if I want that, and then take vitamins, which I normally do every day, and then make whatever I put on top of it. So it's super easy. I also take creatine every day, so that's what goes in this mixture of like peanut butter powder, cocoa, creatine. That way I can get it in and have that for breakfast. And I like to do a little bit of reading and or writing on the computer to just enjoy a little bit of time before going out for either a run or a walk in the early morning. That usually helps my brain kind of refocus on the day, think about the things that need to get done that day, to have a productive mindset and just be ready to tackle the day that's going to come. It's a great way to get some momentum going for the day, because once you have a walk or a run under your belt and your body has moved a good bit, I don't know, for me anyway, it kind of resets my brain and helps me to focus. Always love a good run in the morning, wake you up and get you energized. But recently my run routine has kind of been not quite as intense as I was doing when I was training for the 5K. So it has gotten a little bit more loose, but still trying to do like tempo running, interval running, what I call long runs, which are really like probably at most 20-25 minutes. So yeah, it's been good, still fun, still trying to challenge and push myself, but not too much, because this summer I will be probably taking a bit of a break from running. So these next few weeks are going to pretty much be it for a while. But real quick, I wanted to talk a little bit about some snacks that I have been really, really loving that I didn't really know about until recently. A lot of them is this True Bar brand, and I really like the cookie dough flavor and like the chocolate flavor ones, but they also have like a donut flavored one, a peanut butter and jelly flavored one, which honestly doesn't sound that good, but it's one of my favorites. And then like this is like a peanut butter fudge one, but they're pretty tasty for a protein bar. And then my other favorite brand, which I don't have right now, is the Misfits bars. They're really good too. But yeah, those are some quick and easy snacks for extra energy if you're training or if you just want a snack. But yeah, let's go check on the Bun Babes now. You already know one of the best times of the morning is going to see the bunnies. So usually they're super happy and excited in the morning because they know that the first thing that you're going to give them are treats. And so I'll usually do that. And then I'll give them a little bit of love and attention, as much as they can stand, before they go back to completely ignoring humans. Sometimes I'll be in there with a book and Pippin will start devouring it. And then Mary's always just super chill. This past week, actually, an update on him was that we thought something was really wrong, because his breathing seemed off and he's had some problems with his eyes, but thankfully the vet let us know that everything is fine and he's completely healthy, so we were really kind of relieved about that. My hair's so straight today, wish it was curly. For Bible reading, I like to keep it pretty simple. So for the past, I would say maybe almost a year more, I typically will just go through a book at a time and just focus on reading it rather than going through more of like a devotion type thing. I'm not as much into those, although the Experiencing God material is really good and I want to get back into that eventually, but still it's not quite like a devotion. It's more like diving into a study on how to have a vibrant relationship with the Lord. Now I'm working through Daniel and Ephesians, and then every day I will also read a psalm and then just kind of cycle through that. So after I've made it through the whole book of Psalms, just start again, because those are so good. So typically like Psalms and then a book of the Bible. This past month I actually did something that was really cool and I'd never done before, so I highly recommend it. But I spent the whole 30 days of that month going through each of the Gospels, so Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And the way it worked out, I just read 3 chapters a day, and I was able to get through all 4 of them. And just seeing Jesus' life through all 4 of those writers and the perspectives that they had was really cool, because you get it 4 times from 4 different perspectives, back to back to back. So I really enjoyed that. I'm gonna do that again. But yeah, like I said, so now I'm in Daniel and Ephesians, so I'm just reading through Daniel and then taking Ephesians a little bit slower so I can digest it more. So what I'll typically do is just read through it, and then I will journal some like key takeaways, something I learned, or if I was convicted about something, jot it down, write down thoughts, whatever. If there are any answered prayers during the day, or if I'm praying for something specific, I'll put that in here too. And of course, decorate it. But yeah, basically what I've found is simplifying things really helps with consistency and sticking to it. So that's what I really like about just going through a book of the Bible at a time. But whatever works for you to get into the Word and to read and pray is golden. But anyway, after this, going to go get some sunshine since the run earlier this morning was basically in the dark / cloudy. So be outside for a little bit, and then I'm going to dive into a little bit of a Korean study session, and then there are a couple new recipes that I want to try out. So then we'll get into the kitchen and start cooking something. Another thing that I really like to do as part of a morning routine is doing some language study. So I'm going to probably go back outside and study a few Korean notes and do a little bit of reviewing for that. I do have a video that goes a little bit more in depth on what that looks like, but for the sake of this one, it's just mainly using some online resources, practicing the alphabet, practicing reading, listening, writing, vocabulary, all those type things, and making it fun by doing something like going outside or listening to music and stuff. Now, usually in the morning, I will like to also kind of get a head start on lunch for the day or dinner, so doing a little bit more meal prep or cooking. But today, I just have a couple of snack recipes I want to experiment with and try. One is like a super easy granola bites type thing, and then the other one is, I guess could be a snack or a breakfast. It's like different kinds of strawberry toast. So we're going to dive into those. So that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you wish, and we will see you in the next one.